During the playoffs and the regular season last year, the New York Knicks were one of the most inefficient shooting teams across the entire NBA. And that had a lot to do with the young guys on the Knicks missing shots, but it also had to do one of the key leaders of the Knicks, Julius Randle, missing a lot of his three-pointers as well too. However, we've recently seen Julius Randle working on that three-pointer and working on that shot. We're going to take a look into that and exactly what he's working on. And we're going to look into if Julius Randle should adopt another role with this team next season. We're going to look into this and so much more today. Let's get started. Julius Randle was recently spotted working on his three-point shot. So obviously in the playoffs and during the regular season, if you were watching Julius Randle, you could tell he was shooting a lot of threes, but he was also missing a lot of threes. His current percentage in terms of the entire season last year was around 33 to 34%. For somebody shooting a lot of threes, having that type of percentage is extremely bad because that means every time you shoot it, we have to gasp because you're likely going to miss it. And if somebody's on you, you likely have a greater chance of missing it. So that's the problem that we have here. However, if we take a look at this video clip of Julius Randle working out and working on that three-point shot, it gives a lot of Knicks fans and myself hope that his three-point shot could get better and hopefully he can help the Knicks in that regard next season. Roll the clip. What an amazing workout by Julius Randle, obviously practicing his catch and shoot threes and practicing his form and also practicing that three-point shot. When you have a guard in Jalen Brunson who penetrates and creates inside that paint area, that means you have to be available and able to hit wide open shots or shots where the defenses are falling to come towards you or running towards you. And I think Julius Randle has a lot of those opportunities. Julius Randle sometimes is in the corner, sometimes Julius Randle is at the top of the key, or sometimes Julius Randle is around the perimeter waiting, looking to make a three-pointer, but he's also looking to be open. When you have a point guard like Jalen Brunson, you need to be able to work on those catch and shoot threes and being open for those corner shots. Because at the end of the day, Jalen Brunson will penetrate, create, and break down defenses. And if that's the case, you need to be open, you need to be confident, and you need to make those shots. Julius Randle will likely be open in the area he's taking shots right now from. So that's probably why he's working on catch and shoot threes from that area. It's likely that Brunson's going to find him in that area on the perimeter to take that three during games. Not only that, it's important not only for Julius Randle, but for all New York Knicks players to work on their threes. Because when you have R.J. Barrett and Jalen Brunson, two players that thrive in the paint, you're going to need your corners open, you're going to need shooters around the perimeter, and you're going to need three-point shooters you can trust and count on that are reliable. So I want every single New York Knicks player right now working on threes because it's that important to the game that Jalen Brunson is running for this New York Knicks team on offense. He breaks down defenses and finds you open. And if you're open, you need to make that shot. You need to be confident. You can't be hesitant. And you need to be able to hit that three with all of the confidence in the world. And if you can do that, you'll help the Knicks and you'll put the Knicks up points versus losing them points. And I think that's the key here. So shout out to Julius Randle. I'm very happy he's working on his three-point shot, his three-point form, but also his catch and shoot threes, because I believe that's going to be a weapon for him next season if he can learn how to shoot them with confidence, but also with consistency. Julius Randle needs to embrace a pass-first mentality heading into next season. So it's great that I see Julius Randle putting up shots, getting up shots, working on something that he needs to work on for his game. Absolutely, that three-point shot, and trying to get more consistent at it. Much respect to you. However, going into next season, I argue that Julius Randle needs to do one thing better than anything else, and if he does this, it will not only make him an all-star, in my opinion, it will also make him one of the best players on the New York Knicks in a different way. Passing. Julius Randle needs to adopt a pass-first mentality heading into next season. The New York Knicks are one of the worst teams in terms of passing in the entire league. And that's not only last season. It's been that way for a few seasons now. The Knicks need to up their assist game and get that ball moving. And it doesn't mean that the Knicks don't get the ball moving. They do move the ball, but sometimes it sticks in some players' hands. Julius Randle is one of those players where the ball sticks. Now imagine if he didn't hold on to the ball for a long time, but used his IQ to pass that ball to one of the open players on the Knicks team. Maybe an open shooter or somebody cutting to the paint or something like that. Randle is likely a better passer than he is a scorer. And the reason I'll say that is because defenses collapse on Randle a lot. That means he has the ability to make quick decisions. And he has that ability to make proper passes in tight game moments. So it's not like he's not used to this and hasn't done this before. He has done it before. Julius Randle has made great passes to RJ Barrett, Jalen Brunson, Mitchell Robinson, Quentin Grimes. The list goes on. In those situations, he is a very underrated passer. And I think in terms of passing, because he doesn't have to hold the ball for so long and he can pass that ball around before he gets it again, I think passing is going to be the key for Julius Randle heading into next season. If Randle adopts a pass-first mentality, it will not only make him a better player, it'll make the New York Knicks an even better team. If the Knicks can increase their passing and make sure everybody's touching that ball, it'll make everybody in the game more engaged, more locked in, more ready to commit on the defensive end, and also to commit doing everything and anything they need to do on the offensive side as well too. And I think the New York Knicks need more of that in their game. And I think if everybody knows that they're going to get the ball and touch the ball, it's going to make them that much more engaged into the game. Randle is a leader on this team. So is Jalen Brunson. They need to get others involved that much more. And in terms of ISO scoring, I would much rather have Jalen Brunson do that than I would Julius Randle. Since that's the case, I argue that Randle's better position in terms of being an ISO scorer or a main scorer for this New York Knicks team, he should be a main passer for this New York Knicks team. I'm not saying he shouldn't score. He absolutely should score, especially if there's a mismatch or there's advantages in that regard. I absolutely think that Randle should take use of those advantages and make sure to maximize them to get the best shot for the team. If that's him taking the shot, great. If it's somebody else taking the shot, great. But he needs to realize that and understand that. And if he thinks about passing first versus scoring first, I think he will be able to do that. But only time will tell to see if Tom Thibodeau will even allow him to do that and if he's even capable of adopting a game like that. But I don't think he's going to be asked to do that heading into next season. I think he's going to be asked to do the exact same thing last season as he's going to be asked to do this season. Score, be efficient, and be a leader on this team. And if that's the case, it's good, but in my opinion, it's not great because you are holding Randle back from doing something that he's also very good at, passing. So I think, regardless of anything, that Julius Randle needs to adopt a pass-first mentality heading into next season for the New York Knicks to take that next level and take that next step into greatness. But unless he does that, I don't think the New York Knicks are going to be a great passing team because we're going to need everybody to pass. Not just Randle, but Brunson, Quentin Grimes, whoever's out there. We're going to need them to have a more pass-first mentality so we can get these assist numbers up for the New York Knicks. Because if they stay this way, it's likely that the New York Knicks are not going to be able to make as much noise as they want to in the East. I am extremely curious to see what Julius Randle continues to work on, but not only that, how and in what ways he's going to be used heading into next season, not only by his own accord, but what Tom Thibodeau wants him to do as well. This is going to be very interesting to watch heading into next season. But if you like this video, go ahead and leave a comment below, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Until next time, Knick fans. Peace.